Welcome to my evil lair, aka my new home. You may notice there's 2 chairs. There's actually more than 2. That's because I live here with my girlfriend Evelyn, who we've been dating, 4 months now? I don't know what else to say about that, just yeah. Like the beginning of March, which is forever ago at this point, I said that in order to celebrate Loki's coming out, I'm going to be reading a bunch of my angsty fanfics when I was a teenager, expressing my identity and my angst through Loki. I've read a few of these on my channel before. I guess I'll make a playlist and link that here. Not normal. Loki shut the door to his room and leaned against it. Why was it? Why? That every time he tried to fit in at dinner parties, he just ended up making people hate him. He paced the floor of his room, rubbing his hands together. He had stayed good all week. No mischief, no mischief. All pressure and pain he had felt by being second fiddle to Thor's praise and glory, he had swallowed to get to this night. This night, when he would be honored as having graduated from his studies. Studying, something he was good at. He would at last be honored. All week he kept his mind on that fraction of hope. Then it had come, and everyone had treated it like just another chance to feast and glorify Thor. He was halfway through his speech and presentation of the realms and how they related to one another when he realized that all the comments and laughter from the audience were only mocking his intelligence. He began to stutter as the questions became more insulting and the laughter harsher. He laughed a little with them. At least, if he thought he was a freak as well, he could be a little like them. Belong a little. He couldn't finish the presentation as he tried to talk with people, but only heard talk of war and Thor's glories. Soon he quietly excused himself and stepped into the hall. Looking back, he saw that no one, not a soul, noticed his absence from his own ceremony. But what he noticed that was more important was that they were all having such joy and fulfillment in what they were doing. A happiness he didn't share. The only thing he'd done was serve to mildly entertain them. There was nothing in that world that he understood, and they didn't understand him. Why? He held his mouth. Why didn't he belong? He forced himself into the room again, aching but trying to blend in. Everyone who spoke with him asked about Thor until he spoke with dry, biting sarcasm. Yes, well, Thor didn't make a presentation like that one because Thor can't read. Thor heard the words and looked at him with burning cheeks. Loki didn't care, arms crossed. "How dare you speak such lies?" Thor growled. "Since when did the words of a weakling scare you?" Thor rammed into him, and Loki fought back feebly but with only half a heart. He'd embarrassed Thor, gotten people buzzing with doubt about Thor, and that was reward enough. Odin broke through the crowd. "Thor, stop it!" He yanked bruised and battered Loki from the ground. "What happened? Speak!" Thor wouldn't, so Loki stepped forward, voice breaking. "I started it, father. I insulted Thor." He rubbed his arm. "Fool! Why'd you embarrass me at your own ceremony? Go to your chamber and think on how you can apologize to your brother." "Yes, father. I trust that I'll no further see you behaving differently from a noble young Asgardian." Loki nodded slowly and walked back to his room. No longer behaved different. He was nothing but different. And now, he would let himself see. Glancing to make sure the door was shut, he shut his curtains until the room was dim and relaxed into a cold, dark mood, and saw his arms slowly fade to bright blue. He gasped. It frightened him. What was this ice skin that enveloped him in every dark hour? He moaned and gripped his arm. Normal, noble young Asgardian? But he wasn't normal. He wasn't. He leaned back against his door and slid down. Why? Why was he so wrong? His eyes wet. Even his hot anger boiled in his chest. Why wasn't he normal? He could never be what they wanted. He gripped his hair in his hands. There was something so wrong with him. It frightened him in his sleep. He wasn't normal. He could never be normal, no matter how hard he tried. He let out a great gasp and sobbed, and muffled sobs into his knee, gripping his hair. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm compiling a playlist of Loki fanfics for the ones that I've previously recorded and put on this channel, and these that I'm doing this week of Loki coming out. So you can click the link in the description to watch that playlist. And thank you so much for watching. Never forget that we are epic heroes today and every day of our lives. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. That wasn't me!